welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another movie review. Surprise, shocker, predictable, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're doing another one. Today we are reviewing Dog. That is Channing Tatum's baby movie that he worked on for so long because he wanted to show the bond between man and dog and the love. So yeah, that's what we're reviewing today. The movie came out, I believe, last Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And it was really good. It wasn't like the family movie, like kid friendly movie that I was expecting. It was kind of like more chill and mellow. It wasn't like most dog movies that I have seen. It was it was cute, don't get me wrong. I just felt that it lacked that like the same quality that like Marley and Me has, and what's another one? Uh A Dog's Purpose. Sorry, my stomach's growling, so don't mind that. But like yeah, like they have like this sort of like upbeatness to it. And I really like that. And this one was just kind of very sad. And I get there was like this ambiance of like they were talking about death and everything, and so like and it was like about war, and like I get that. It's just I felt the lack of that, and I felt it still could have used that. It's just and it still could have like even that type of movie had that. But yeah, I just it didn't have it. That being said, it was a pretty good movie. So the movie is about a war vet who something happened to him. He like has like seizures now and stuff. He can't like function in the field if he hears like gunfires and stuff. Like it just it does it's not good for him. And he can't like see straight and stuff. And he desperately wants to get back in the army because it's like, that's his ride or die. Um and so basically, he is doing everything he can. And then he finds out that one of his buddies that he used to work with passed away, and he I think committed suicide if I'm not mistaken. And he had a dog. And it's so like sad because he was like so connected and so like he loved this dog, but yet like he was so depressed and so sad that he like made it to this point that it didn't even matter who he had in his life. And so he attends the funeral, and like he's asking the guy who's like because there is a guy who's I'm not good with army terms, but like he was in command currently, or like he like was the guy to go to for something, and like he was like, I really want to go back, and then all telling him like no, no, like like what happens. And it was very on like the point that people like they develop PTSD, they end up like wanting to kill themselves. Like it is like rough out there. It's also like this brotherhood sort of thing. That but it's not like that wasn't like the focal point of the movie. That it was more like the union between the dog and like also like there's rough stuff that happens to these war vets, and they like mentally sometimes they suffer from what they have endured, and not even like the bond between like with his dog, like it was enough to like save him. And like it's like now like you have to like develop a bond with this dog and let it save you, like let that be enough. Take care of yourself, like realize what's important, kind of thing. That's what this movie is about. So he gets called the next day, and they're like, okay, you come in, and they're like, if you take this dog to the funeral in Arizona, then you will get um called back in. And he's like, all right, awesome. And throughout this whole journey, he like develops this relationship with his dog. This dog has PTSD herself. Her name is Lulu. She's adorable. And like she doesn't like people. She's like very sensitive around the ears. Like and I think it's kind of like a parallel to what like Channing's character is going to as well, because like sound and stuff. And like she really like develops a bond with him, and she doesn't let like people feed her, like, you know, she used to be very loving, but like now she's like suffered all this trauma, and it's like people are noticing that and everything, and they're like, you know, like you have to like notice that she's going through something too and everything, and like you know, you have to develop a bond, you know, have to create this dynamic between you two because you two are one and the same, and you guys can help each other. And that's what they end up doing. And then at the end, he takes the dog to the funeral. He has to take the dog back to the army base that he got her from, because like I don't know, like they call, I don't know, someone else to take the dog, and like they go back to war. I don't know, like if they assign someone else to, I don't know. But he is like, he second guesses it. He drives off with the dog, and like somehow he ends up getting the adoption paperwork. Lulu has a brother that they met along the way. Well, she's met before, but like she reunited with, and then like the guy he met, her brother's owner, and like they really bonded and stuff, and like he was like telling them about like the bond that he developed with his dog and everything, and how like he was able to build a family, and like it saved him. So that's kind of the theme of the movie. um and like they go through little encounters along the way. There's that one scene that's in the commercials, in the trailers, where he pretends to be a blind man to get into the hotel. um you know, funny stuff like that. And but yeah, there was no real like, it was just kind of scenes like that happened that to lead to like the ultimate, like we're going to Arizona, going to the funeral, I've developed a bond with you kind of thing. And so like that was like just the resolution, but there was like nothing more in between other than him learning. He had a seizure at one point at a motel, and Lulu, I wanted Lulu to run up to him and like do something, but she was just kind of staring at him, and I was like, Lulu, like come on. But no, like it's just I felt like I wanted a little bit more from it, but it was a good movie. Um and yeah, I enjoyed it. But there's not really much more I can say other than that's what the movie was about. And I was really looking forward to it because I just expected something different from it. And a little bit uh more like, I love dog movies. I love them. And this kind of was like, I didn't get that. And I think it was a different approach and a different take on it. But at the same time, I'm just like, it still missed, like, it lacks something to be able to get me, like, from here to here. Um, so, yeah, I thought that, you know, this was a labor of love for Channing, and like I think it was executed well. I just feel like there was that missing. But I don't want to like criticize like something that was so important, because it was a really good movie, and it did mean a lot. I feel like Channing Tatum plays a lot of like army vets. I think he's just good at it. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Dog was really cute. Like there was really cute like scenes and bonding moments. The dog loves Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. Apparently like she met like some of them. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like that was pretty much it. I did. I remember the jail scene where like he went to jail because the dog attacked like a Muslim doctor, because like she was like supposed to like sniff out like Muslims when they were like in Iraq and stuff. Um and so like she obviously isn't there anymore, but she like had the instinct, like because she had practiced this all her life. This is what she had done all her life, and like she attacked him. And so like that's when like Channing was pretending to be blind, and so then like he like is like, I can see, and like, oh no, I'm in trouble, and this and then the doctor didn't press charges and everything. I thought like the way that scene went about, I remembered it um because it was like impactful, and like it was like, oh that meant something. But at the same time I felt like there could have been more in the way like that they describe things, like about like I don't know, like I just felt like it could have been a more passionate scene and he could have explained a little bit more um about like I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of like he was like this is what she was trained to do and she was trained to like, um pick out men like you and like I'm sure you're a great guy, but like but I think I think what it was is I wanted not more from him, but I wanted more from the doctor because it was just like he just kind of let them go easily. I think that's what I wanted. So yeah. But I think that scene was very impactful for in Channy's character. But I think like the doctor he let him off too easy. So yeah. He was just like, well, I'm not gonna keep you from going to a funeral, and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like more chit chat should have happened, but then they were at a police station. I don't know. But I feel like that was like a moment where we could have opened up and learned a little bit more about like what was going on with him mentally. Like there was moments when I felt like we could have like seen more into what was going on. I felt like he obviously he learned through Lulu, to kind of just like let go and like obviously do what was best for him and everything, and like that he could get better, and he war wasn't all that there was for him and everything. But I feel like we saw it through, and we expected it to happen through the dog and everything, but we didn't see like him have a moment like of realization and open up too much. Like that's kind of what I wanted maybe from that scene. I just it was lacking that, and I really needed it. Yeah, I think that's everything. And obviously, like I feel like there was more information that I was lacking just because like I'm like not well versed in like army terms. But even then, like I just felt like the scene with the cop is what threw me off because I'm like I don't understand what's happening here. But then I kind of get some like feeling of what it is, but I'm just like it's not like I had to be educated. It's just like there's like moments where I'm like I don't know what that is. And usually when I watch like army movies, I'm like I I can get the feeling and like grasp what it is, but this one was like a little bit more like I don't know what it is. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the movie. Good movie, recommend it. Is it a family movie? Is it just a good like movie like to like watch on a rainy night and like enjoy? Yeah, like it's a sad movie. It's very sad, but also a little uplifting. So, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it as a family movie though. I mean, unless you want to. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the movie, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.